I'm Darlene, and I'm sharing my story with Encouraging Recovery.
All right, so this is a quick testimony. I will be asking Darlene questions and she'll give me her response. This is not coerced or anything, she's speaking from her heart. So, Darlene, you could state your age and how much clean time you have at the moment.
I'm 54, and I currently have 7 months clean time.
Okay, and so have you ever been to a rehab?
Yes, I've been to several.
And what I would like for you to tell me what are your triggers? What makes you do? Are you aware of your triggers?
I am aware of my triggers now. My triggers are isolation, holding on to a lot of pain that I need to let go. Like if I see a certain person that I want to love and hold me or hug me and say that they're sorry and they don't give it to me, I go into some deep feelings about that. And I have to be careful with that because I am liable to use.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then your past experiences with certain people who have hurt your feelings take you back to moments.
Right.
And so then that causes you to have the desire to go out and
Exactly.
self-inflict
Yes.
pain. Okay. And so are you a long resident of here, of Trenton, New Jersey?
Yes, I am.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
Okay. And when was the first time that you could recall using drugs to alter?
About 10 years ago is when my addiction started. I was in a lot of pain, and I didn't know how to deal with it. Prior to that, I had been into some recovery centers, but I didn't utilize them to the best of my ability. Now, I did graduate from the programs. I just didn't put forth that energy into believing in myself that I could, so I kept using. And that pain just kept getting greater and greater and greater until I couldn't stand the pain anymore, and I became a 24-hour round-the-clock user. And I lost everything: my children, cars, homes, my job, everything based on what I wanted my mom to give me that she was never going to be able to give me anyway. And so what I did is I passed that on to my children. I didn't mean to hurt my children like that. But addiction takes us to a place, a real dark place. And thank God that there was family around that took the time to gather up my kids from me, and care for them because I couldn't anymore. And at some point in time, I didn't want to anymore because I had become comfortable with using. I had become comfortable in the pain. I had become codependent on crack cocaine. Okay? Wow, I never thought that I would ever, be out there using like that. But whoever thinks that, I'm a product of my mother and my mother's family. I'm a product of users, the needle using, the crack smoking. I'm a product of all that, and I had to survive off of all that. I had to learn how to maneuver through pain. And as I was maneuvering through it, I kept going into it, because I didn't have the signal to say go right, because I was always led to the left. You know what I'm saying? So I used for a very long time, and it affected my life and my life as being a mother, a sister, a daughter, a grandmother, so I kept using. I kept using.
What did you learn now that you can honestly say you apply that saves you every day from using? What is your solid rock that you say, obviously believe in God. I know
Yes.
I already know that. But what is your real saving grace? What is your go-to?
My go-to is prayer, and my go-to is to look at myself every day in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Something I never done or never could do because of
Beautiful.
shame and guilt. So now I learn to look at myself and see the beauty in myself and see the queen in myself. You know what I'm saying? I see the mother in myself. I see the grandmother in myself. And definitely for some apparent reason, this relapse is totally different from any other relapse that I've ever had. I am willing to do the necessary things to keep me sober, clean and sober. Like I go to meetings, I got all the literature, I'm processing my step work, you know what I'm saying? I'm building a foundation, you know what I'm saying? I'm not resistant. I'm not resistant anymore.
That's key. Okay.
I'm
Wonderful.
I'm not resisting anymore. I'm willing to give myself a break. I'm willing to learn new things, you know what I'm saying, about addiction and how I became addicted.
Okay, so you feel that now you have the tools that you had before, but the difference today is that you're applying it.
Exactly. Yes. I'm definitely applying it. You know what I'm saying? I am responsible for my recovery. I am responsible for my children. I am responsible for me. I am responsible for taking care of the house. I am responsible to be a grandmother today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to use anymore because everything that I'm telling you now was out the window some years back because I paid everybody else's rent. I bought everybody else's cars. I bought everybody else happiness as the drug devoured me. You know what I'm saying? I got caught up in the abyss of looking at some hurt people that hurt people, and I identified with that. And so with the identification, I went to that. But I no longer live there anymore.
That's beautiful. So today, do you feel like you can, because you're early in your recovery, I would say,
Yes.
and this helps other people,
Absolutely.
and this is your walk today. I think that the fact that you are saying that you're putting yourself first, you must. But the fact that you are actually embracing that and you're willing to share your story, you can change a lot of lives.
Yes. See, the key to accepting that pain is I had to learn how to nurture my pain and love my pain until me and my pain collaborated and started loving each other together. So that's my foundation. When I'm hurting, I take a minute to sit down and embrace my hurt and tell my pain is okay. You know what I'm saying? That little girl, we okay. We made it. We're making it. We're doing it. We are capable of being loved and loving and caring. That's my foundation that I've built for myself. You know what I'm saying? That makes me become a better mother to my children because I see their pain and I identify with it. Because that's some pain that I gave to my children unwillingly and sometimes willingly. You know what I'm saying? Because of the addiction that started a long time ago before I picked up a drug.
I thank you so much, Darlene. I really do, because we aim to make a difference. We're
Yes.
striving, and I thank you for uniting with Encouraging Recovery to make a difference. I thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
All right.